The National Security Agency has given CBS News rare access to its secretive Pacific Data Collection Center. It's the first time outside cameras were allowed inside. The Hawaii Cryptologic Center, as it's officially known, intercepts communications and monitors a region that includes China and North Korea. Carter Evans reports from Oahu.
Just beyond this military checkpoint is the most powerful surveillance organization in the U.S.
Sir, I can't have your Mac.
And cameras usually aren't allowed where we're going. This is NSA Hawaii. Captain Kurt Mole leads the top secret facility and took us inside. When have you had civilian cameras in this building before?
Well, this is absolutely a first for me. However, we recognize that transparency breeds trust.
Still, we had to blur the picture here because everything in this room is classified. It's where specialists listen in on foreign communications.
Anything that travels over the radio frequency waves or inside the electromagnetic spectrum, it can be collected. We have the ability to pull items that have been collected worldwide. Much of our reporting even ends up on the desk of the president.
The president has had some harsh words for the intelligence community. What does that do to morale here?
Nothing. We're not paying attention to that. We're focused on mission. What you saw was our 24/7 operations center.
There's so much information coming in, though. How do you even begin to sift through it all?
Humans can only do so much, and so we're looking at ways to where we can utilize AI and machine learning to be able to get the right data to that right analyst.
Can you talk about any of the successes you've had?
I would just offer the Chinese and their cyber activity is well documented.
China wants nothing less than to push the United States of America from the Western Pacific.
Much of the reporting that contributed to U.S. government actions related to that came out of this facility.
Over the past 18 months, the Trump administration has slapped Chinese hackers with an unprecedented number of criminal indictments after Chinese nationals attempted to compromise key targets in the U.S.
We're in an office building in a pineapple field on Oahu, but really we're on the front lines.
We are on the front lines.
Chief Master Sergeant Nina Ung controls the NSA teams, keeping a close watch on our adversaries.
If you look at just in our own backyard, right, we have China and North Korea. It's no secret that they're loud, they're noisy, they are willing to use cyber threats and force.
You have 4 of the 7 largest world economies, you have 7 of the 10 largest militaries, 5 nuclear nations.
Tell me more about that. A cyber power grab going on?
Well, it's not just cyber. The United States does not have the superiority in any of those domains that we once had.
Deep inside this tunnel is where the NSA first established a presence here in Hawaii. It's also where Edward Snowden worked before he stole hundreds of thousands of classified documents. Snowden was a contractor working for the NSA Hawaii in 2013 when he leaked documents outlining American government surveillance practices.
Is this something that people here still think about?
Not at all. We don't dwell on the past. Our workforce, our mission is too critical today.
What is the NSA's role in observing American citizens?
The National Security Agency, in conducting its missions, is always in accordance with the U.S. law.
Carter Evans is here with me now on set. Welcome, Carter. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Great piece. So what is the status of the surveillance program that Snowden exposed?
Well, right now they're considering discontinuing it, but that's all that they would tell us right now. As far as how Snowden impacts them and what they've done, they say they learned from that situation, but of course they can't tell us exactly what they learned and what they did about it because it's all classified.
Speaking of classified, it's sort of fascinating as to why the NSA let you in there in the first place.
Right.
Why now?
They've never allowed cameras in there, and they are so strict. No electronics whatsoever, even employees. They can't bring their phones in, no digital watches, no Wi-Fi, no USB, no Bluetooth, not even any charging cables are allowed in that building ever. They went through all of our equipment and they brought us in. And one of the reasons is they want people to see what they do. They want to become more transparent, or at least as transparent as they can be, because they need to attract new talent.
Ah, so part of it is recruiting.
They're recruiting, and they're up against companies like Facebook and Google for the best minds in the country right now. They can't necessarily meet those salaries, but what they say is they can offer a rewarding mission.
Very, very interesting. And did you have any trouble sort of with your shots once you were in there, getting the right angles and stuff?
Everything in the rooms that we were in, absolutely everything was classified. So the screens in our immediate vicinity were dark. Anything around us, we had to shoot out of focus, and they wanted to look through the lens to make sure that it was out of focus before we pressed record.
Did they review your video after
they looked
filmed?
at some of our shots after we filmed. They did not see or have any input in the final product.
Very, very interesting stuff. Well, great reporting, Carter Evans. Thank you so much for coming to see us.
Thank you.